Hello students, in today's class we will be doing statement questions of exercise 3.6. Now there is one very important example at page number 65 in your NCERT book, example number 19. So your 3.6 exercise questions are also related to this. It is upstream downstream question, very important question. So example 19, let me do it. So in example 19, if you see the screen, what they say, a boat goes 30 km upstream and 44 km downstream in 10 hours. In 13 hours, it can go 40 km upstream and 55 km downstream. Determine the speed of the stream and that of the boat in still water. So boat goes 30 km upstream and 44 km downstream. Now what do we mean by upstream and downstream? This is again important terms are there. So let me explain you. Upstream. Students, upstream means going against the water current. So suppose your waves are going towards north, and it means if waves are going in this direction, so your boat is going in opposite direction. This is what we call upstream, right? So in this case what will happen, the boat speed will get reduced. Suppose the boat own speed is say 60 km per hour and current speed is 5 km per hour. Say current speed is 5 km per hour and boat speed is 70 km per hour, its own speed. So net how much the boat will travel in 1 hour? So boat will travel 65 km in 1 hour, right? Because of the speed of current, the boat will move 5 km back because of the speed of current. So if water is moving towards this direction and boat is moving towards this direction, then net speed of boat will be speed of boat minus speed of current. And downstream, what do we mean by going downstream? So opposite to upstream. So it means whichever direction stream is going, in same direction boat is also going. So if boat speed is 70 km per hour and its speed of stream is 5 km per hour, then what will be the distance that will covered by boat in 1 hour? In this case it will be 75 km per hour, because in this case stream will help the boat to move further, right? So let me do the question. Now in this question we have to do supposition. As we read the last line once again, determine the speed of stream and that of the boat in still water. So we have to start our question from supposition of variables. So let me start solving this example. Let speed of boat in still water x kilometer per hour. Very important, in still water you must write, because in this case we are taking individually exclusively only boat speed without mixing any water stream speed in that, right? Now next we will take one more variable, speed of stream. You may write stream, water, current. Now in this case you should not write in still water. Don't do this mistake. Some students, they are in habit of putting commas, right? So don't do that. So just write speed of stream. Now we have speed of boat in still water, we have speed of stream. So we have to get two type of speeds for boat. Now speed of boat while going downstream, it will be x plus y kilometer per hour. As I told you, in case of downstream, speeds get added, and speed of boat while going upstream, it is speed of boat minus speed of current. Remember students, while writing the speed of boat during upstream, always remember the important thing, speed of boat will come first, because speed of boat cannot be less than the speed of stream, right? This is the main mistake that students normally do in statement question. They take the speed of stream first. So you're not supposed to do this mistake. Always take speed of boat first. This is very important. In case of downstream, there is plus sign, so it doesn't matter you write which variable first. But in case of upstream, you have to write speed of boat variable first. This is very important point. So don't do this thing wrong. So all the upstream downstream questions are, you have to give this start in the beginning. These 4 lines will remain same whichever upstream downstream question you do, right? So after these 4 lines, as we have everything now, we have speed of boat in while going upstream, we have speed of boat while going downstream. Now we will read the first case according to the question. So case 1, they are saying boat goes 30 km upstream, so distance is 30 km. So upstream distance 30 km, so speed will also be taken for upstream only. So upstream speed is x minus y and distance is 30. And when we have out of the 3 things, distance, speed and time, we have 2 things we have out of 3. Distance and speed we have. So what we can calculate? Time, right? And what is the formula for calculation of time? Distance over speed, right? So let me write here, time is equal to distance over speed. So using this formula, time, distance, speed question is there. So upstream distance divided by upstream speed plus downstream distance divided by downstream speed. So what we get? We got the time while taken upstream distance and time taken while covering downstream distance. So time plus time, total time, and total time it took 10 hours. So it is given in the question the boat took 10 hours. So we got the equation 30 over x minus y plus 44 over x plus y equal to 10. Similarly, we will do the second case according to question. Now this time upstream distance covered is 40 km. So 40 over x minus y, same way, and 55 km is covered in downstream. So total time taken 13 hours. So left hand side is hours, right hand side is hours. So make sure your equation must be balanced both sides. Both side unit must be same. This is very important. So we got the 2 equations, but certainly obviously these equations are not linear equations. So we can convert these equations into linear equations by taking m and n variable. As you see the symmetry, we have done question number 1, 3.46 exercise. Now this is one of the similar case like we did 7th and 8th part of 3.6 exercise first question. So what we will do here, we will suppose let 1 over x minus y equal to m and 1 over x plus y equal to n, and then your equations will be 30m plus 44n equal to 10. This will be your first equation you can suppose, and second will be 40m plus 55n equal to 13. This is your second equation, and then you are supposed to solve these 2 equations using any of the method. And when you will solve these equations with using any of the method, you can use elimination method, substitution method, cross multiplication method, or in example if you see they have done this question by using cross multiplication method, right? So by solving cross multiplication method, they got the answer of, they have taken the variable u and v If you see the example solution, so u comes 1 by 5 and v comes 1 by 11, and then we will substitute the value of u and v again. So further we will get to equation, and by solving, your x will come 8 and y equal to 3, as you can see on your screen. So we'll wind up the question by writing, hence the speed of boat in still water is 8 km per hour and speed of stream equal to 3 km per hour. This is your example 19. Now let me do question similar to this question example number 19, that is your second question 3.6 exercise first part. You can see on the screen. So what is the question? Question is, Ritu can row downstream 20 km in 2 hours and upstream 4 km in 2 hours. So it is quite easier than the example, because downstream distance and downstream time is given separately, and upstream distance and upstream time is given separate. Whereas in the example, they have given two distances, upstream and downstreams are covered, and total time 10 hours were given or 13 hours were given. Right? So how to do this question? Question number 2, first part. Question number 2, first part. So again, our supposition will be same. We will suppose the 4 lines same that we have supposed in example 19. Same way we will suppose here. So same thing. Let the speed of boat in still water. Let speed of boat in still water, that is x km per hour, and speed of stream is equal to y km per hour. So speed of stream equal to y km per hour. So speed of boat while going upstream x minus y. Once again, let me remind you, remember that you have to write speed of boat first, and speed of boat while going downstream x plus y km per hour. So these 4 lines will remain same. Now let me see the question. What they say? They say Ritu can row downstream 20 kilometers in 2 hours. So distance and time is given. So what is the formula for speed? Speed formula is distance over time, right? So according to question, case 1, so downstream speed is x plus y. So speed, downstream distance, downstream time, right? So you will get x plus y equal to 10. So here you see x plus y is speed, downstream speed is equal to distance over time. Distance is given 20 kilometers and time is given 2 hours. So distance over time is speed. So speed equal to distance over time. 20, with 2 we can cancel 20. So we will get 10. So this is your first equation, simple equation. Case 2. In this case, they are saying upstream 4 kilometers covered in 2 hours. So upstream speed equal to upstream distance divided by upstream time. So x minus y will come equal to 2. This is your equation 2. Now as you see, the 2 equations are very simple ordinary equations. So you can solve these 2 equations by any method. Elimination will be suitable one. So adding equation 1 and equation 2. So x plus y equal to 10, x minus y equal to 2, y will get cancelled, 2x equal to 12, x equal to 6. Put x equal to 6 in equation 1, 6 plus y equal to 10, y equal to 4. So speed of rowing in still water is equal to 6 km per hour and speed of current is speed of current 4 km per hour. So this is answer, right? So this is the solution of your question upstream downstream. There are two questions, one example 19 and one is your example question number 1 exercise 3.6. so these questions are very important. Example is more important as compared to this question, because in this question it is very simple ordinary question. Example is more important, so don't you miss any of the two, right?